Coach Brown, take us through first 3 or so weeks of spring practice. How are the guys kind of catching up and getting up to speed?
Oh man, they're doing awesome. They're doing exactly what we asked them to do. It's some mistakes here and there, but when I say these guys are practicing hard and playing hard, the one thing I can see is they love football. These guys love the game, man. They're getting out each and every day. They're taking their installs and we're throwing at them. We're throwing a lot of stuff at them. Offense go fast, and guys got to get lined up and play fast, communicate. But I'm very, very pleased with where we are right now in day 7. Spring ball.
You've got a lot of guys that have played defense at a really high level here at Cincinnati. I know it's something new, but how much of that was relatable to you as to, I know these guys are going to understand, they're going to pick it up, and they're going to work? Well,
it was the first week when I got here in December. They're preparing for the bowl game, but they're coming in trying to learn our defense already, So I knew they had it in them, right then and there. I was like, man, these guys are here every day trying to learn our defense. Just trying to get a jump start for when they get back in January. They're ready to rock and roll. So that let me know these guys really want to play the game the right way on the defense side. Because here in Cincinnati, you can tell it's built on defense, and so I'm just excited to be able to work with a great group of guys, but also a great group of coaches as well.
That started in that defensive line room, I think. Those are the guys that came in.
It did.
How much leadership, and are you surprised at the depth that's on that D-line as you're getting in here and getting to know all these guys?
No, man. When I got here in December and I saw those the big mammoths guys up front, it didn't surprise me that those guys are the leaders of this defense because they command so much things up front from a play standpoint, but also they're demanding things from the guys in the back end, the second level, and things of that nature. So it's exciting to see Briggs and Dante and EP, and Malik and all those guys lead, and not only just lead by voice, but also lead by example. So it's exciting to have a good group of defensive linemen.
How those guys kind of embraced that new role across the entire defense? Obviously, Deshaun moving spots, Jawan moving spots a little bit along that line, and a lot of people moving and changing roles from their past couple of years.
They with open arms, open their hearts up and let us in. We let them in our hearts as well. And when I say these guys, just again, they love the game. They love this defense, what we do. They understand we had 50 sacks last year, led the country. And that's what they want as well. And so it's exciting to see these guys come out here each and every day, compete, run in the classroom. But it's great to see, like you say, Deshaun, Dante, and all those guys continue to just lead, but also lead by their plays.
Dante got on another watch list or something, another award. How does he handle all that?
I have no idea. I'm not stopped keeping count, with all those, lists and things he's on. But he's just a great human being. Not just a great football player as well, but just a great human being. I love being around him. He has his iPad with him everywhere he goes. He's come to sit in on meetings and taking notes each and every day. So that's just, that's a sign of a veteran football player. That loves the game and wants to continue to get better, even with him being on those lists. So you can tell he's not getting a big head. He wants to continue to get better.
Your transfer DBs, Young and Taylor, they've made some plays, been around the ball. Are you excited about is that what you expected when you got them?
That's one reason why I wanted to bring some more DBs in. To be able to help us make some more plays in the back end. They give us depth as well, and those guys have come in and learned the system, and they're doing really well and getting a lot of interceptions, a lot of people use, and making a lot of tackles. So it's good to see those guys have success.
The Pace kid, I assume you'll keep him around.
Yeah, we're going to make sure we lock every door that he goes in and make sure he doesn't leave and go anywhere, but we want to keep him around.
At safety, you've kind of been getting a bunch of different looks with the ones. You've had Taj back there, you've had DJ back there, obviously Threats back there. What are you seeing from that group that has you feeling good about where you're at?
Just the competition, that those guys know that neither one of them are starters right now. Everything's etched in sand. To see those guys compete, not pout when they're running with the twos, that's just, again, they love football, so they just want to play. So it's great to be able to have that competition back there in their back end with those 3 guys, and even with Cox. Cox is having a pretty good camp as well. So, it's just awesome to have some guys who can continue to rotate, no matter where they are on the depth chart or who they're running with out there in that first, second group. They're just out there to play ball and continue to get better.
Also saw a guy back there that UC fans might recognize the name a little bit, and Antoine Peak Jr.
Yes.
Nice to have a walk-on guy that's as good as most scholarship guys.
When I say that kid can run and can jump, he's going to help us. He's going to help us somewhere, whether special teams, defense, he's going to be able to help us. So excited to have him. He loves games as well. He's really, really smart. Continue to learn each and every day, so it's exciting to have him on the team as well. Saw his daddy, asked his dad today, does he have any eligibility left, because I showed the use on
He was a good one.
He really was.
Daniel Griesiak, has he been what you guys expected bringing him in?
DG is a pass rushing machine. Can drop as well, can play in coverage, but he's fast. He's fast and is doing really good, so I'm excited to have him playing for the Bearcats. Reminds me of a guy that we had in Louisville, number 22, that had a lot of sacks and was second in ACC Player of the Year. But I'm excited to have DG on my spot.
Jamal Williams, Tyler Gillison, some guys you're looking at kind of more as that stand-up rush.
Yes.
How do you feel those two have adapted to
they're
that?
Adapting well. I can tell you, Jay Will is doing really, really good. He's embracing the role of stand-up dog, defensive end, and he's getting out, rushing the passer, setting edges and things of that nature. So I'm excited that he's embracing that role as well. So they're doing really well.
You knew about Dorian. Has he helped the new guys with what you guys
absolutely.
were doing?
He's helped with the transition, with terminology, and what to look for, and giving those guys heads up on certain things. So it's good to have a guy that's been in the system for a couple of years, and to really help the guys who are in the system.
What's the key thing you're trying to build over this back half of spring practice as we get towards the
just more
spring
consistency.
Game?
Just more consistency each and every day. In the spring run, you won't see a whole lot, because there's so many people out there who want to show everything that we got. But just more consistency, just from an execution standpoint, as well as making plays when they're meant to be made. And I think we'll see that. We'll see that in the second half. The guys getting a lot more comfortable.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.